The HIB, or Harassment, Intimidation, and Bullying Law, was introduced in October 2010 by New Jersey Governor Chris Christie and later signed into law on January 5, 2011. All school districts in New Jersey had to adopt the new HIB law by September 1, 2011. The law entails many changes within New Jersey schools. All schools were made to have a designated bullying specialist within the staff. Consequences for bullying were also made heavier. Consequences for bullying in many schools pre-HIB may have been minimal, while now one act that appears as bullying can lead to suspension for multiple days, behavior modification classes, and if applicable, a police report. Although the HIB law was placed for a positive cause, it has created much controversy within New Jersey schools.
Well, I'd say the law has taken away from my study hall, and that's about it, because I haven't really noticed any change at all, other than we have to go to stupid assemblies that tell us not to bully people, which is kind of redundant, and it makes no difference at all, from what I can tell.
HIB has not affected my life. I'm sorry. I never really got bullied before the HIB law was passed, and I didn't bully anybody, so I didn't really have to worry about it.
Yeah, I think it has affected my school life because there's more consequences for what you do now, and you can't really joke around with your friends more often than you used to be able to.
I do not agree with the law because I think there's free speech, and that is our constitutional right. Whereas not being bullied is not a constitutional right. So really, our judicial system doesn't even align with the law.
I do agree with the law because it stops bullying, and there shouldn't be bullying anywhere, at any time.
I mean, I guess I do, because, it's bad to bully people and it leads to unfortunate circumstances, but I don't think the law is doing anything, and I don't think a teacher can really monitor classrooms like police officers, so I feel it's kind of useless.
I don't think the law has been very effective because it hasn't really done much, because it's just the same as it was last year, so.
No, I do not believe the law has been effective at all. I still think bullying is just as prominent as it was before, and I know of a suicide that took place a year after the law was put in place, so it's not very clear evidence that the law has helped.
No, it hasn't. It has not been effective because despite the law being in place, there's probably going to be a small percentage of kids that are bullied, whether or not there's a law in place, so it's life.
And there you have it, students' takes on the HIB law. Although most agree with it, most also agree it hasn't been effective. It is time for change, and time for bullying to come to a stop, but HIB may not be the answer.
There's a man with a gun over there telling me